Uncertainty arises when both teams are missing players. Who is better able to weather the storm and take care of business?
Here are the starters for Los Angeles. We've got Kawhi Leonard, Patrick Beverley out there with Paul George. Then it's Marcus Morris, and it's Zubac into the center position. And for Denver, we've got Rivers. Michael Porter's out there with Aaron Gordon, and it's Nikola Jokic.
And this is where Jokic is most comfortable. The closer he is to the rim, the more effective he becomes.
And George, here we go. Oh, here he comes.
That was amazing. And look at the elevation. Letting it all hang out when George takes flight. Just enjoy the show.
Campazzo, defended by Beverley. Here's Jokic. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
And we know once he gets in the rhythm, he's a really tough guy to stop.
And then Gordon with the dunk.
I mean, wonderful court vision. Sometimes Rivers gets locked in to finding his own shot. This time, finds the open man.
And there's the call on Austin Rivers. That is his first foul of the game. Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far. And George, here we go. Pass to Beverley. To the middle. Zubac kicks to George. 5 on the clock. The baseline J. And he wills that one in. Sinking right through off the back iron.
So comfortable in pick and roll. Paul George is a top-level ball handler who consistently makes the right play.
The pass to Gordon. And here's Rivers, defended by George. Rivers against George. A nice shot by Rivers.
Did you see the game plan is working already? 4 straight makes to start this one.
And here's George. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. 4-point game. Beverley, the pass to Zubac. Here's Beverley. Here's George. Banked in off the glass. And that's now 6 points for George.
Every organization needs team-first guys like Patrick Beverley. That's a terrific pass.
Pass to Gordon. Campazzo, good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot. Greg, I know you've played for some great coaches in your day. What is it that separates the truly elite coaches, in your opinion, from just coaches that are pretty good?
I think the one attribute that's most important for a great coach is consistency. And I've said this, you can coach a lot of different ways, you can win a lot of different ways, but you've got to be sincere.
And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
The Nuggets leading by 6. Floats it up for Jokic. And it's sent back by Leonard.
Strong instincts and positioning. Kawhi read that shot all the way.
Misses off the left iron.
High percentage look for him. But bottom line, they're not all going to go down.
And Smitty, with LeBron getting into his late 30s, KD coming off the Achilles, for your money, is Kawhi Leonard the best player in the world?
Great question. I know one player, the Greek Freak, might have something to say about that. No less than Michael Jordan himself called Kawhi the best two-way player in the game. That's a very strong endorsement from MJ.
Here's George, and George with the stuff.
Long and athletic, PG-13 is a terror when he reaches the cup.
On the wing, Gordon. 30 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Rivers kicks to Jokic. The 15-footer, good. Jokic has got 6.
And we're seeing some great ball movement out of this group, guys.
And George, here we go. And it's George finishing it off.
And with those long strides, it takes Paul George no time to get to the rim.
Passes it to Jokic. Makes it off the glass. 8 points for him.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Stolen by Rivers. From deep. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. Jokic firing on all cylinders for Denver. He notched 8 points. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And from what we've been watching, guys, with the Nuggets, what are you seeing out there?
Way to set the table. Offensively, they dominated on the interior.
They came in looking to attack from the get-go, willing to be physical and setting the tone.
We've got Green. Austin Rivers is out there with Harrison. And there's Gordon. And it's Millsap in at the 5 spot. That's the group for Denver getting going here in the second. And stolen by Cousins. Batum attacking. And it's sent back by Millsap.
And Millsap with great hands and the anticipation there to block the shot. And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Gordon dishes to Green. Pass to Harrison. He wants to get the Millsap and does. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And it's Gordon missing. And it's Batum with the ball, bringing it up for Los Angeles. Trailing here by 8. The pass to Kennard. A three-pointer off the mark. The Nuggets shooting nearly 70% from the floor. They are putting on a clinic offensively. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good.
Man, I'll tell you, when you get your floater game going, it's a tremendous weapon.
Clippers trail by 10. Jackson passes to Kennard. Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played so far. Millsap with the steal. Green inside, defended by Batum. Gordon, no good off the front iron. The Clippers have gotten off to a rough start here in the second quarter. 0 for 5.
Nice find by Luke. Shows good vision in both half court and in transition.
Down low and stolen by Cousins. Jackson dishes to Cousins. Back to Jackson. Stolen by Rivers. And now the Nuggets. Fast break. Shot by Gordon, wide open. The Nuggets with another miss. Clippers trail by 8. Kennard with the ball. And it's Gordon picking him up. Outside for Jackson. Here's Batum. Back to Jackson. Goes back up. A putback. Cousins on the follow.
Well, he's a guy who is built for these kind of plays. DeMarcus using his size and skill to full advantage.
They kick it out to Green. Millsap trying to get open. And that one's good. Green's got his first points in this one.
That's just good basketball. Can't ask for a better look.
Jackson passes to Cousins. Tipped away. And pushing it up. Here's Denver. Rivers has got the ball. Great communication on the alley-oop. Millsap's got the lead up to 10 now for the Nuggets.
Agile play to get his hand in there and get the steal. Intelligent play to immediately start the break.
Jackson kicks to Batum. And Nicholas Batum with the slam.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
The problem is your opponent is making big plays as well. I'll be curious to see the response.
Pass to Harrison. Clock at 6. Denver needs to get off his shot. Millsap has the open look. Good on the triple. Millsap's got 5.
Not a natural shooter from distance, but Paul Millsap has improved with hard work.
Outside Jackson. 46 seconds left now here in the second. Here's Kennard. Rebound by the Nuggets.
He's kind of lost his way this period, having a hard time getting anything to go down.
Millsap misses.
And what should have been a simple pass and finish ends up at a missed opportunity on that alley-oop attempt.
It started off looking good, but the timing was just a little off, and sometimes that's all it takes.
Rivers kicks to Gordon. There's the 3. Cousins pulls it in. Cousins has got 5 rebounds tonight. Here's Mann. And that concludes the first half. Nuggets.
Thanks, Kevin. Alongside Eric.
Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, Beth. The first quarter was all about Nikola Jokic. He had 8 points and 1 assist. And that'll do.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. Without question, George is displaying his skills today.
Oof. That first half looked like a dunk contest mixtape. Was just destroying the rim.
And these weren't just putbacks and alley-oops. He was roaring to the rim and finishing.
Our second half of basketball, and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. So for the Clippers right now, Patrick Beverley out there with Paul George. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. Then it's Ivica Zubac. And it's Morris in at the power forward.
The evolution of Leonard's game, making things happen with the dribble drive.
All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, good evening. The Clippers were picked by many to win the title last year. Now, they didn't get it done, but Kawhi Leonard is not concerned. He said, we've just got to keep getting better, keep fighting. It's about the right team peaking at the right time. Guys they're hoping this season, their talent and their fight will win out. Back to you.
We will see. Good stuff, D.A. Thanks. And with a little over a minute gone, the second half is underway. Jokic inside, working on Zubac, and it's Jokic missing. Clippers trail by 7. Well, we know, Greg, that Jokic is such a unique talent at that center position. Young player, already top 10 in career triple-doubles.
How about the most triple-doubles ever by a foreign player? You think of the great skilled European big men. Jokic, arguably the most skilled of them all.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Nuggets.
Let's see if Coach can get them back on the right track.
Because right now it feels like the pace is being dictated to them. They need to go back to playing their brand of basketball.
And the Nuggets making a change here. McGee's checked in. And he uses the glass on the layup. And the Nuggets lead by 7. And so Beverly will bring it up for the Clippers. They've only allowed 2 points so far here in the second half. And here's George for 3. Kept alive.
Nice tip in there. I mean, he's got like a sixth sense in terms of where the miss is going to go. That is really a talent.
Campazzo defended by Beverly. Porter looking it over. Pass to Jokic. That's good. Basket number 5 on a 5-for-8 night shooting.
I love his shot selection today. He set the bar for the rest of the team.
On the wing, George. 12 points for him.
And the focus Paul George has. Outstanding job finding a way to score on physical defense.
Rajon Rondo's checked in for the Clippers. Los Angeles shooting their first free throw this game.
And last season, as a team, they knocked down 79% of their free throws. So those are numbers you'll be happy with.
Pass to Jokic. He kicks to Rivers. There's the pass to McGee. Stolen by George. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Zubac. A different look for Denver. Paul Millsap's checked in for Jokic. And it's Harrison in for Rivers. And then for the Clippers, DeMarcus Cousins. He's checked in for Zubac. And it's Patrick Beverly in for Rajon Rondo. And that was another look at the aggressive D that led to the Mobile One block.
Close games can boil down to who makes plays on defense. And that is one heck of a rejection right there. He went high. That was nice. Well, and it took a terrific effort at both ends to sustain this run.
They've shown a lot of heart, a lot of fight, and they're close to taking the lead.
Porter passes to Millsap. Back to Porter. Lays it up and banks it in. And the Nuggets lead by 4.
And you see the vision from Paul Millsap. That's another area that he provides for his teams.
From deep, George. And the 3-ball is good. George has got 10 points now just in this quarter.
And he is really in a zone right now, playing and scoring with confidence.
Pass to Millsap. Knocked loose. 6 to shoot. Here's McGee, and they pick up 2.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Beverly, the pass to George. With a tie. Rebounded by McGee. The Nuggets leading by 3. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game. It's hauled in by George. Clippers have gone 7 of 10 on their field goal attempts here in the third. And it's good off the back of the rim and in. Leonard's got 6.
Like a gazelle cruising down the court, Kawhi's difficult to stay with in transition.
Over to the wing. Now here's Millsap. Harrison passes to Millsap. It's stolen by Morris. It doesn't go for him. 3/4 of play in a close game here. Nuggets lead by 1. And right after this, we'll bring... And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, a terrific, unselfish play right here. Set up his teammate. And how about the setup this was?
At his position, traditionally, his job is to shoot the basketball. Give him credit for keeping his eyes up and just taking what the defense allows.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. Green is out there with Paul Millsap. And there's Gordon, and it's Harrison in at the shooting guard position. That's the group on the floor for Denver.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
Kennard for 3. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. Gordon's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Here's Harrison. And that one is off. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. For the finish. Finishes the break with a slam.
Great read from Kennard, showing a selfless attitude, getting it to his teammate.
Campazzo, guarded by Jackson. Outside for Millsap. Campazzo. DeMarcus Cousins comes up with the rebound. Cousins has got 6 rebounds now in the game. Passes it to Jackson. On the wing, Batum. Back to Jackson. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there.
I tell you what, the defense should send Christmas cards for that miss.
Right side, Gordon finds the bottom of the bucket from 13 feet out.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
Jackson down low. Count the basket.
That quick burst off the pick allows Jackson to separate and get the look he wants.
Campazzo, guarded by Jackson. Pass to Harrison. He dishes it to Gordon. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's on Nicholas Batum.
Shooting for Denver.
The first free throw is good.
And there's no question that Gordon is a talented player, and it's clear he wants to be a star in this league.
A platoon swap here for the Clippers.
Well, I mean, a semi-productive trip to the free throw line, but we'll see whether or not it costs them. And his competitiveness showing through. That's an aggressive finish.
He is just unwilling to settle. He gets right to the rim and makes sure they come away with points.
Porter kicks to Rivers. They grab their own miss. Tries again. The layup good by Porter. And the Nuggets lead by 2.
And it's clear Porter is a gutsy guy. Someone who enjoys taking and making huge shots for his team.
Leonard attacking. And it's sent back by Jokic. And the Nuggets pushing it up now. Gordon kicks to Harrison. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation.
That's just being out of sync and at the worst time, costly.
And so it's Morris with it. He'll bring it up for the Clippers. Everly with the ball. Outside, George. And there's the pass to Zubac. Shoots. George, no good. Nuggets have gone 3 of 6 in the field so far in the 4th quarter. Oh, Porter in position. Rivers kicks to Jokic. The Nuggets moving the ball around. 1:25 left in the 4th. The kick out to Porter. The 3. That's in, coming off the assist from Jokic. Jokic has got 3 assists in the game. Now George. And Leonard has it in the corner. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right side.
Can't help but love the way Leonard plays the game. Stone-faced assassin.
Harrison scanning the floor. Yes!
Never a bad idea to run the old pick play.
You're right. And if it produces a slam like that, we'll probably see more of them.
Especially if the defense is going to allow you to do it. Have to switch on that play.
Morris kicks to George. From past the arc. No good on the shot. And it's Denver the other way. They've led by as many as 11 points. Leonard against Porter. And there's the call on Patrick Beverley. That's his first foul.
That's his first personal foul.
There's 21 seconds left in the game. Outside Gordon. It's Rivers on the wing. Just 5 on the clock.
That's his first personal foul.
Good on the first, and that increases their lead to 6.
Austin Rivers, the son of a famed player and basketball coach Doc, making an impact in his league with his overall play. Adding a little cushion to their advantage. Nice work at the line.
Leonard fires away from outside. Laces one from 3.
Trying to ice this one. Kawhi showing his evolution as a closer.
And there's the call on Patrick Beverley. So that will be his second foul of the game. We're in the bonus, and we'll go to the line to shoot 2. So he gets them both, and it's a 6-point ball game.
And that's a wrap. Those free throws being the nail in the coffin.
Kennard for 3. No good that time. So the Nuggets win it. It was a fantastic ball. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that'll do it, folks.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
And it was quite a display as the Trailblazers arrived. And a look at the status here of both teams, injured players, and who will not be in the lineup.
They say misery loves company, and both teams now suffering with injuries. But in the end, it balances out.
Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. The high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Robert Covington out there with Powell, and it's Nurkic in at the 5 spot. And for the Nuggets, Gordon out there with Jokic. Then it's Michael Porter. Then there's Austin Rivers.
Yeah, quick foul to pick up right away here in the first quarter.
Trailblazers moving the ball around.
Playing the little cornerback there, anticipates the pass and jumps the route. I love to see the defense exhibit some passion in protecting the rim right there.
Here's McCollum. A beautiful reverse layup.
Realizing when the defenders have overcommitted, like how Nurkic looks to hit the open man.
And there's a foul. It's on C.J. McCollum. That's his first foul. Porter against Powell. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And the athleticism and size of Porter creates problems for the defense. Hard to guard without getting physical.
That one misses. Here's the Trailblazers with the ball. And here's McCollum for 3. It's good from long range. McCollum's got 5.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, that's because he's getting his number called early. I mean, he's doing his part to help carry the offensive load.
Now, here's Jokic. Goes up and lays it nice and easy.
And this is where Jokic is most comfortable. The closer he is to the rim, the more effective he becomes.
Lillard outside. And Lillard throws it down.
Puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, G.A. He really does put pressure on you.
And, guys, it's clear, though, he enjoys showing off his athleticism. The D can't give him these opportunities.
And Denver has possession. The Blazers getting the bucket. Jokic Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Yeah, very little resistance. I mean, you had to bring much faster help than that.
Now here's McCollum. He has 5. And here is Powell. And finished off by Nurkic.
Rising off the ground with such intensity. I mean, when Nurkic is this close, he wants to slam it down.
Here is Porter. Passes it to Jokic. Covington with the steal. Lillard scanning the floor. Takes it out to Covington. Powell, no one around him. Hits it from three-point range. Today, Greg, we see a lot more friendly rivalries. Does that bother you?
Not at all. I mean, people like to say, well, our era had the rivalries were more bitter. I disagree with that. I think guys are every bit as competitive today as they've ever been.
That's good to hear.
They just also have more exposure and opportunity to be around one another. Kids today growing up, they've been playing against each other since the 5th, 6th grade in national tournaments. When we played, we didn't get to see the other top players around the country. So I think that was one reason why you didn't have a closeness with guys that unless you were on the same team.
Cantor checked in for Nurkic. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And the speed of McCollum, outstanding at using it on the drive to pick up the contact.
The Trailblazers shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game.
And they had a lot of success a season ago as a team, hitting about 80% of their free throws.
Denver making a switch here. Green's checked in. And then for the Trailblazers, Carmelo Anthony, he's checked in for Robert Covington. Derek Jones comes in for Norman Powell. And it's Simons in for Damian Lillard.
These buckets help Rivers get going. The defense can't allow him to get comfortable from there.
Pass to Simons. Lobs it up for Cantor. Not going to go that time.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
Oh, I'm always surprised when it doesn't happen. I'm sure these two will have a good laugh about it later.
Give credit to Millsap. As the game has changed for a power forward, so has he, developing a good jump shot from beyond.
Now here's McCollum, the 9-foot shot, and Anthony gets it to go on the assist by McCollum.
Oh, good interior offense. Those passes have to be right on target.
Now Rivers. It's tipped. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
Trailblazers leading by 3. Simons surveying the D. And it's sent back by Millsap.
And Millsap, for his size, a pretty good rim protector.
Rivers can't get it to go.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D, just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. And the basket by McCollum. McCollum's got 9.
Well, you got to respect the intelligence of McCollum, a pro at utilizing the pick and roll. You can't let him get into a comfort zone.
Here's Harrison. No points in the game yet for him. Gordon up and in on the layup.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
McCollum from deep three-point land. The first quarter all wrapped up, and it's been an exciting game so far. It's the Trailblazers up by 3. And don't go away. We'll be back momentarily. Damian Lillard.
Humble beginnings. You know, I'm from...
Well, some of the best stories in our league are about guys who struggled to get to where they are today.
And I really hope the young guys out there are listening to this. You don't have to be a 5-star prospect to achieve your dreams.
And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. Guys, what stands out from the Blazers so far?
And just they've gotten to the line with tremendous consistency here through the first period.
Yeah, I like the attitude they show coming in here. I mean, really applying pressure and trying to give this crowd nothing to cheer about.
We've got Rivers, Paul Millsap out there with JaVale McGee. Then it's Aaron Gordon, and it's Harrison in at the point. That's the group in the game for the Nuggets. And And it's the Trailblazers on the break. Anthony leading the charge. McGee with the block.
Oh, this is McGee's role. He's out here to defend and to stifle shooters whenever he can.
And the slam dunk by McGee.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. Jones against Gordon. Jones looking for an opening. Shot clock at 6. The drive by Cantor. Denver grabs the miss.
Well, there are a few players in the league that can match McGee's athleticism. I mean, his whole career, he's been a class above with his speed and leaping. He'll make the most of it on both ends of the court.
And really, the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
And see, Webb, you mentioned it with JaVale McGee. His vertical is off the charts.
Oh, yeah, he can get to alley-oops, GA, that nobody else can. The length and bounce he has is jaw-dropping. I mean, the same goes for his shot-blocking abilities when he times it up.
Covington's shot is off. And so it's Jokic with the ball. He brings it up for the Denver Nuggets. In the second quarter, they've given up just 3 points. The Trailblazers have gotten only 1 of their first 4 shots in the second quarter to drop. Nurkic dishes to Covington. Anthony, the pass to Covington. Now here's Powell. Launches a 3. Portland no good that time either. Rivers against Powell. And they take the lead. Rivers has got 4 points now in the quarter.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Lillard attacking, and it's sent back by Jokic.
And check out Jokic using not just his length, but also the timing. The offensive player better think twice next time.
Now, here's Jokic.
You gotta love his aggressiveness to finish inside.
Well, his leaping ability gives him a great advantage.
And already his 3rd foul. It's got to be time to get him out of there probably until the 3rd quarter.
JaMychal Green, he's checked in for the Nuggets. Harrison comes in for Rivers. Lillard attacking. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D.
Oh, you can't give any lane to the basket. Once Lillard sees it, he jumps all over.
Campazzo, covered by Lillard. Pass to Jokic. Outside Porter. Campazzo, it's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
And not just a scorer, but a distributor as well. Porter's court awareness is really impressive.
Lillard outside. To the inside. And it's sent back by Jokic. Here's Harrison, guarded by Powell. The shot by Harrison, no good. Trailblazers trail by 4. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Anthony against Porter. Shots good by Anthony.
And terrific floor awareness. I mean, it's obvious Covington has a great feel for when his teammates are wide open.
And the pass to Jokic. There's 48 seconds left in the first half of basketball. They can trade 2 for 1 here.
Would be the right move, I believe, right now.
There's 39 seconds left to play in the first half. And Robert Covington picks up the foul. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game.
That's number 2 on him already. A 3rd foul before the half, and he may be grabbing some fouls.
Enes Kanter's checked in for the Trailblazers. Jones comes in for Anthony. Up the floor. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by McGee. So for the Trailblazers, McCollum comes in for Robert Covington. And it's Simons in for Damian Lillard. 24 seconds left in the first half. McCollum deciding where to go with it. Kicks it out to Jones. All alone. And there it is for him. Jones has got his first bucket in this one.
I mean, look, he's evolved as a passer over the course of his career. Get to the right spot, McCollum will find you.
Kicks it out to Gordon. Here's McGee. He can't get it to go. And a close game so far. All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
We welcome you back. Ernie, a tremendous start for C.J. McCollum. He had 12 points, 2 assists. That's all for now. Say goodbye to the folks. Thanks for joining us. Third quarter, just about.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. You know, C.J. McCollum has been exceptional here, guys.
Man, how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
This game has his fingerprints all over it. Now looking to replicate what he did in the first half.
Well, we've got a moment. Let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up for the second half. On the floor for Portland. Pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Powell is out there with Robert Covington, and it's Nurkic in at the 5. Now, here's Covington. After the miss from Damian Lillard. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. Greg, if you're a small market team, how do you convince stars that you've drafted and developed to stay and re-sign?
It's a great question, Kevin. I actually think in a lot of ways it's easier today because you can be box office. You can be a superstar in a small market and have the name recognition because of the era we play in. And so I think the biggest way to keep them there is to build a championship caliber team around them. I think that is your saving grace. If you can prove to them that you can build a championship caliber team, I don't really think that there is a reason to want to leave.
It's a solid blueprint. Here's Nurkic. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard. And the Trailblazers lead by 2. Nurkic has gone 2 of 3 from the field. Passes it to Jokic. From outside the arc. Up again. It's good on the putback. Gordon's got it all tied up now for the Nuggets.
And offensive rebounding really about timing and positioning there. Gordon using both to burn the D.
Now, here's Lillard. He's guarded close. Count it. Lillard's got 6.
That makes it 10 of their last 12 coming from inside the paint.
2 minutes into the second half of play now. Campazzo, defended by Covington. 6 on the shot clock. And it's sent back by Lillard. McCollum finds Covington. It's Powell on the wing. Kicks it out to Lillard. Takes a shot at the elbow, and he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down.
That makes 3 in a row to start the second half.
Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played.
Okay, listen, you got to body him up when he's in the paint. If you play off of him, then that's just 2 easy points.
For Portland, they've gone 3 of 3 from the field since halftime. Lillard, the pass to Nurkic. For 3. And Lillard hits again from deep. Lillard's got 7 points for the quarter.
You got to get out on Lillard. I mean, his long-distance shot, you know it's cash.
Pass to Jokic. He kicks it to Rivers. The dish now to Gordon. Pass to Jokic. Shoots over Nurkic. And it's Jokic missing.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Gotta respect the speed of McCollum. Fantastic at knifing through the defense and beating them to the bucket.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
1:10 left to play in the third. Wow, hammering it in.
And I gotta say, sort of surprising he goes for a slam that difficult when they're trailing.
But still a magnificent move to the rim. Lillard finds Nurkic, puts the move on. It's good. Nurkic has got the lead up to 7 now for Portland.
And at 280 pounds, I mean, Nurkic is difficult to deter, even when you hit him. I mean, he's just so strong.
Now, here's Jokic. He's got 8. Shoots over Nurkic. They get the rebound. Gordon, and a good offensive board. And he gets the bucket. Gordon's got 10 points.
It's all clicked into place for him this quarter. He's not missed a single shot.
Lillard outside. Dishes it to McCollum. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up. Lillard's got 3 assists in the game. There's 18 seconds left in the third. And he commits the intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Green, the pass to McGee. And out of bounds as the Trailblazers gain possession. 8 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Here's Simons. And that one released in time, but no good.
And one of the league's best defenders. Millsap closing out well on that one.
The third quarter comes to a close. It's the Trailblazers. They're up by 7. And coming up as soon as we return from break, the fourth quarter gets underway. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, it's also called making a good read, understanding where everyone is and taking full advantage. Fantastic.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. We've got JaMychal Green. Porter is out there with Harrison. And there's JaVale McGee. And it's Millsap in at the 4. That's the group on the floor for Denver. Here's Lillard. The pass to Simons. 11 feet away. That one off the back iron and out. The Nuggets trail by 7. Here's Harrison. Jones against Green. Over Jones. A second chance effort. And the layup good by McGee.
Specialty of McGee's. I mean, he's a high activity guy who's opportunistic on the offensive glass.
Portland leading by 5. 60 seconds off the clock here in the fourth. Here's Cantor. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
But known for his unique personality, Cantor also remains a solid role player, someone his teammates enjoy playing with.
And Cantor drops them both. Denver shooting the ball really well in this game, 58%. Here's Harrison, covered by Lillard. Here's McGee. The shot, no good. Excellent D from Cantor. Anthony kicks to Cantor. Lillard outside. Back to Cantor. Shot clock at 6. And the layup's good off the glass. Cantor's got 4 points now in the quarter.
He creates so much offense. I mean, Lillard puts intense pressure on the defense to react.
And the wide open shot from Green. But they recover it. And a wide open look for Porter. Hits the front of the rim and out.
Oh, that's one of the few times they'll get away with leaving him that wide open.
Lillard with it. He's picked up by Millsap. And they go to the intentional foul. McCollum's checked in for Anthony Simons. Rivers against McCollum. Lobs it up for Cantor.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket. Clearly a foul.
First free throw is good. Jokic has checked in for JaVale McGee. Robert Covington's checked in for Portland. Norman Powell comes in for Jones.
His free throw shooting is something they never need to worry about. He doesn't even know how to go through a cold streak.
In the corner, Powell with it. Cantor against Jokic. Cantor, the pass to Covington. Down low, Jokic. It's good.
There is the unselfishness the coaches love so much. Rivers doing a great job getting it to the open man.
And so it's McCollum. He'll bring it up for the Portland Trail Blazers. They've led by as many as 11 points. Lillard outside. And the Nuggets making a change here. Gordon's checked in. On defense, Denver. So far in the fourth quarter, they've allowed just 6 points. The offensive rebound. It's Powell on the wing. Passes to McCollum. Tries yet again. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
McCollum uses his wily strength to sink these shots. Even when you rough him up, he finds a way to score.
1:41 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Lob pass to Gordon, and then Gordon with the dunk.
Out of nowhere, Gordon just soaring in there, and that athleticism carries him straight to the hoop.
Lillard outside. And it's McCollum off the drive. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Out of bounds, Portland takes possession. They can burn some clock if they want to.
And get a little breather as well.
Pass to Powell. Deflects the pass. Porter with the steal. Ball's knocked loose. Here's Gordon. The second effort. Fades and shoots. Basket counts.
Calm and collected in the game's biggest moments. You can rely on Jokic when you need a basket.
Now here's McCollum. And there's the call on Austin Rivers. So that will be his second foul of the game. We're in the bonus. We'll go to the line to shoot two. First free throw is good, and that makes it a 7-point lead. And so both free throws are good, and it's an 8-point game.
Well, consistency is what comes to mind when I think of McCollum, especially offensively, where he scores in bunches.
He gets it in there.
I mean, it's just fun to sit back and enjoy watching him operate. And that's what it looked like the D was doing as well. They're just sitting back and watching.
Now here's McCollum. Stolen away.
No time to waste on this possession.
Yeah, they got to get into the play fast and execute. It's your only hope.
And it's Gordon missing. And here are the Blazers. 6-point lead.
You have to foul, but I'm sure they would have liked to foul someone different.
He drops the first one, and that makes it a 7-point lead.
Hard to believe Lillard missed out on a couple of all-star selections. I mean, in seasons where he averaged over 25 points a game.
I think it's safe to call this one a wrap.
Yeah, the game got away from them, but hopefully they've learned some things, and hopefully they'll be able to make some adjustments next time.
Bull, and 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
And the size Bull has poses problems for any defense, especially when he's trying his best to be aggressive scoring.
Here's Giles. This one for 3. No good. And so it's Portland winning this one. A truly gutsy performance away from home. All right, David, thank you. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. Get hand with pregame.
Kevin, thank you.
Indeed. Something special, David. Thanks. So let's take a look at the starters for the Dallas Mavericks. Kleba is the 4 with Porzingis in the middle. Richardson is out there with Luka Doncic. And it's Finney-Smith in at the 3 spot. And for Denver, they've got Michael Porter. Jokic is out there with Aaron Gordon. And it's Rivers. Now, here's Doncic. Step back shot. Good work there as it goes. And Brent, these teams boasting great depth. Many feel that's a hallmark of a great front office.
If you go back and you look, Kevin, at some of the teams that have made deep playoff runs or eventually won the championships, that tinkering about bringing in a veteran or just one piece to make that next step for that one matchup or that one series, finding contributions like that up and down the roster, absolutely, that can make a difference. I like that, staying alert. Rivers keeping his head up to find the open man.
Doncic looking it over. And about a minute gone here in the first quarter. Doncic outside. Clock at 6. Passes it to Porzingis. Jokic with the steal.
Yeah, a couple turnovers here early on in the quarter, but he's got to just tighten it up a little bit.
And it's the Nuggets ball.
You dig down deep at some of the numbers. Jokic is a much better defender than what he gets credit for. I think we always think about athleticism around rim protection, but sometimes it's just about size and smarts, and he has that.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Some nice passing here by Dallas. Here's Doncic. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
At 7-3, Porzingis with no trouble seeing over the defense. Excellent pass and a very unselfish play.
And Jokic likes physical play. Brent, he embraces the contact.
Well, you look at his physique, and I think he can absorb a lot of what it is that comes his way. But he's comfortable wrestling. He's got brothers. He knows what that's like. And he also loves to mess around with those press conference microphones, as we've seen. And D giving him that shot, and that's probably not a good idea, but I guess they knew what they were doing that time.
And Jokic wide open. He shoots. And again, Denver no good. The Mavericks have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Porter with a block.
And, you know, as he learns the game at this level, he's going to block more shots. Porter has the length and the ability to move his feet. Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Here's Doncic after Austin Rivers score. Floats one. Jokic grabs the miss. And so it's Jokic with it. He brings it up for the Denver Nuggets. Feeds it to Rivers. First quarter of play. We're about 3 minutes in. Campazzo drills the three-pointer. He's got 5.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
The 3 for Doncic. Jokic grabs the miss.
Not sure how he finds himself in so much space there. He's kicking himself for whiffing a bit on that one.
Out of nowhere, Gordon just soaring in there, and that athleticism carries him straight to the hoop.
Now, here's Doncic. Porzingis passes to Finney-Smith. Porzingis against Jokic. Out to Doncic. To end the run, he takes it up and lays it in. Doncic has got 6 points.
Now that basket must be widening out right now, and he's making almost every shot he's putting up this quarter.
Campazzo, guarded by Doncic. Inside, Jokic, count that bucket.
Yeah, the inside game of Jokic continues to improve, adept at using that big body, finding an angle, and taking advantage.
Now, here's Doncic. 6 points for him. Lays it up off the glass.
Man, he's got that touch working tonight, shooting the ball very well to start this one.
Campazzo, guarded by Doncic. Here's Jokic. And a miss there on the triple.
Yeah, one player sometimes can drag down your offense, and he seems to be an anchor here in this quarter.
Richards in the pass to Porzingis. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. The Nuggets leading by 3. Stolen by Brunson. And here we go. The Mavericks in a fast break. And it's good. 2 points. Here's Harrison. And there's the foul. It's on Jalen Brunson. That is his first foul of the game. He lobs it up. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. A good close contest so far as we finish the... And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far on the scoreboard. And when you consider how Denver is doing, guys, what are your thoughts?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
Yeah, they did a great job. Just the initial thrust of that attack, as soon as they got the ball, constantly in transition.
Paul Millsap out there with Green. Then there's Gordon. Then there's Austin Rivers. And it's Harrison in at the point guard position. That's the group on the floor for Denver. He gets that one.
Cauley-Stein shooting with confidence that close around the rim.
Denver in the lead. Harrison scanning the floor. Green in the post. Brunson covering. And it's Green missing. Redick for 3. And it's Denver with the rebound. Got a piece of it. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Redick. And the Nuggets making a change here. McGee's checked in. And we're about a minute into the second quarter of play. And there's the 8-second call as they can't get it across half court in time. Trey Burks checked in for J.J. Redick. Here's Brunson. And out of bounds as the Nuggets gain possession. Here's Harrison. Brunson covering. Here's Millsap. Nails the wide-open jump shot.
Millsap set up there in the mid-range. Pretty good rhythm on that jumper.
Now here's Burke. Defense is right there. Brunson against McGee. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
And so it looks like Denver will retain possession here. Second quarter of action, about a minute and a half played. Here's Green. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket. So Greg, with your son getting drafted, you joined the ranks of some historic NBA father-son duos.
You know, I got the opportunity to play with Arvydas Sabonis in Portland, and remember DeMontis as a little kid. Now he's an all-star last year. And, you know, I think you're going to have an influx of that in the coming years. Dwayne Wade's son is a terrific player. We know about LeBron's son's ability. He's possibly heading to the league one day. You just never know. I'm as a dad, it's going to get the opportunity to watch his son play excited, but I think you're going to see more of this in the future.
Cole and Greg Anthony. I like the way that sounds. Porter's checked in for Austin Rivers.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Here's Brunson. McGee with the block. Porter looking it over. And now we've got the intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
A different look for Dallas. Porzingis is checked in for Willie Cauley-Stein. And it's Richardson in for Jalen Brunson. Mavericks trail by 7. Throws it up high. And here we go. Coach's challenge happening right now. This one in regards to the personal foul. Seeing if that was the right call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Porter with the steal. And now Millsap pushing it up. No one back to stop him. And Millsap slams it in.
Nice to see Millsap sprint ahead on the fast break and get the easy look at the rim.
Doncic against Porter. The drive by Doncic. At the tip, Porzingis on the follow.
Love the determination he showed there, getting himself into good position under the glass.
With the presence of mind to know just where the rebound was going to come down. Well timed. They get it again. To the right side. 6 to shoot. And the foul on Josh Richardson. That is his first foul of the game. Aaron Gordon, he's checking in for Shaquille Harrison. Then for the Mavericks, Willie Cauley-Stein comes in for Maxi Kleber. And Dorian Finney-Smith subbed in for Trey Burke. Here's Jokic. Nice move. Here's Millsap. That one, no good. Cauley-Stein with the defensive effort. To the paint. Here's Porzingis. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
The closer Porzingis gets to the basket, the more aggressive he becomes, and for good reason. He's going to get fouled.
And both free throws good for Porzingis.
A big fella with the ability and confidence at the free throw line is something that every team wants. Don't have to make those late substitutions. Keep your big guys on the floor.
Outside for Millsap. Sinks the triple. Millsap's got 7.
This story in the second quarter much different than the one in the first. We're finally seeing some aggression.
Doncic against Gordon. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Maybe a little more fundamental with positioning there to be ready for that offensive rebound. Porzingis, some extra effort on the offensive glass that time.
27 seconds left in the first half of the game. Campazzo, and the rejection by Cauley Stein.
Cauley Stein in great position to reject that shot.
And with that, the Denver lead is cut down to just 3 in the basket from Doncic.
Now, what a great option he gives them on every possession.
6 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Campazzo, and no good on the last second attempt this time.
And it's just encouraging.
Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just...
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, basketball fans. A pretty close game for the Nuggets throughout the first quarter. At its highest, their lead topped out at 5. And that'll...
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. The Nuggets leading by 3. Third quarter action getting rolling right now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. On the floor for Dallas, they've got Powell, Jalen Brunson out there with Trey Burke. Then there's Hardaway, and it's Melly in a power forward.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
The Nuggets shooting their first free throw of the game here. Greg, not all drafts are the same in terms of talent. 2019 was a year to remember.
No doubt about it. I mean, transcendent talent at the top. You think of Zion and Ja, both could be future league MVPs. And the irony is that those two guys were teammates in high school. Go figure.
Yeah, go figure is right. And Denver has possession. The Mavericks making the shot. Here's the break. Powell with it. And it's Gordon picking him up. And there's the foul. It's on Jalen Brunson. And that'll be his third foul so far. And now another look at that mobile one-block defensive performance.
Every basket's a big one in a tight game, and he is not about to give up an easy look.
And they call an illegal screen here.
That's going to draw a whistle every time down the floor. Not even close to being a legal screen.
Yeah, everybody saw that one. That was pretty blatant there.
Luka Doncic, he's checked in for Jalen Brunson. Doncic passes to Powell. Here's Melly from deep. It's hauled in by Jokic. Jokic has got his 4th rebound in this one.
And Jokic carrying that standard for a superstar big man. For your money, though, Bones, is he the best true center in the game?
I don't think he's a true center in the sense, GA, that you can't really go down to the post and have him create his own offense by scoring the basketball. Of course, he's going to create plays for his teammates. I still think AD holds that title right now.
And, guys, he has all the makings of an elite scorer. Porter combines size, athleticism, and terrific shot-making ability. That is rare. And they're 1 of 4 here to start the second half.
Rivers with it. And we're just around 2 minutes into the final half of play now. And that one's good by Porter.
Yeah, they've only missed 1 out of their first 5 shots here in the second half, guys. Their offense really moving well, ball snapping, and the shooting looks to be in great rhythm.
Here's Powell and the dunk by Powell.
And how about the vision there from Doncic? Can make the easy pass and also the difficult.
Campazzo, guarded by Doncic, and the whistle blows. It's going to be on Luka Doncic. That is his first foul of the game. And the Nuggets with some changes. JaVale McGee's checked in for Jokic, and it's Green in for Porter. And then for Dallas, Porzingis. And now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
And here's Rivers. Now the dish to Green. From the top of the key, off the left rim and out. Mavericks trail by 7. Hardaway kicks to Redick. Back to Hardaway. Stolen by Rivers. And pushing it up. Here's Denver. And that one's good. Harrison.
And despite the size disadvantage, attacking the heart of that defense.
Yeah, no stopping him on that play. Sometimes even the taller defenders are helpless to stop him.
And it's Gordon with the ball. He brings it up for Denver. And finished off by Rivers.
Like that he gets out and runs that time. That's well within the wheelhouse of Austin Rivers, finishing on the break.
Stolen by Rivers. The Nuggets another fast break chance right here. And it's McGee slamming it down.
Man, this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game.
Well, there's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either. 55 seconds left in the third quarter. Harrison kicks to Green. Green draws the double. Porzingis with the rebound. Porzingis has got his 5th rebound in this one. In the corner, it's Kleber. From outside, off the mark. Denver leading by 11. The shot and game clock separated by 4. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit. That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Denver making a switch here. Millsap's checked in. Dorian Finney-Smith's checked in for Dallas. Jalen Brunson comes in for J.J. Redick.
Well, Paul Millsap continues to work hard and continues to be an example of hard work paying off.
So he makes 1 of 2 as the second one misses. Here's Richardson, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Paul Millsap picks one up.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
And this will be his 2nd and 3rd shots at the line here.
And last season, he was successful 81% of the time when he went to the line, so he didn't waste a lot of opportunities.
You can tell he's feeling confident right now at the line, and when he's on, he can be lights out.
And so it's the Denver Nuggets going into the break with a 10-point lead. They've dictated the pace, pushed the ball at every chance, and it's paying off for them. We come back. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, a great job with the eyes. And what separates great playmakers, as we know, is peripheral vision.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks, as always, for joining us. Millsap and Jokic, the big men. Then it's Porter. And it's Harrison in at the shooting guard position. That's the group on the floor for Denver.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
And the Mavericks making a change here. Brunson's checked in. Pass to Porter. To the middle. Here's Jokic. Terrific assist. A nice finish. Solid play all around.
Porter Jr. moving the ball well. Nice to have a wing player help to be a facilitator.
The drive by Doncic. It's good.
Well, he's not the reason that they're trailing in this one. He's been on his game. It's a few of the other guys that need to pick it up.
Campazzo. Brunson covering. Pass to Harrison. Outside Porter. 5 to shoot. Jokic finds Millsap. The putback. Jokic on the follow. And the Nuggets lead by 12.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Doncic passes to Porzingis. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Porzingis showing you what he can do if he gets that close. The big man up big time.
Campazzo. Brunson covering. It's good. With that basket, he's now 5 for 9.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Well, I know they don't have mobile devices out there for texting, so they might as well talk to one another. It's disappointing as a player to have such a great game and still be trailing. Not over yet, though.
Campazzo. Brunson covering. The pass to Jokic. He lobs up the alley-oop pass.
Amazing how much the offense has changed around the center position and the way Jokic can see the floor.
Brunson the pass to Doncic. Now here's Porzingis. Jokic defending. Out to Doncic. And he converts the layup. 14 points for Luka Doncic.
Coaching staff would like some more shots from that range.
Campazzo. Brunson covering. Campazzo slides through for his 7th basket in 11 tries.
Well, he's been doing it all night. Why not go back to it?
Yeah, he's feeling it. Keep feeding him until he misses.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
And the first one at the line is good.
Well, the talent for Porzingis is off the charts, and the 7'3" Latvian has some incredible post moves, a lethal jumper. Just keep pushing his talent envelope.
Rivers, he's checked in for Denver. Then for the Mavericks, Maxi Kleber comes in for Dorian Finney-Smith. Hardaway is subbed in for Jalen Brunson. It's Rivers on the wing. Porzingis against Jokic. That shot no good. Nice D from Porzingis. Hardaway kicks to Doncic. And it's out of bounds. Nice touch by Doncic.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
And we're about 3.5 minutes into the 4th quarter. Campazzo, guarded by Doncic, passes it to Jokic. Here's the 3. Drains the 3-pointer. Jokic has got the lead up to 13 now for the Nuggets.
Man, I love it when Jokic has these kind of nights, just showing off every facet of his game, even effective out to 25 feet.
Here's Doncic. Count that one. Doncic has got 6 here in this quarter.
Huge hole in the defense that possession. He didn't waste any time cutting through it. And it looks like just playing the last bit of this one out in what should be a nice win here for Denver.
You know, it's tough to put your finger on the deciding factor in this one, but I'd say that the shooting accuracy made the difference.
Yeah, I think you're on point, Kevin. They got better looks, and that tends to lead to a better field goal percentage.
Well, at this point, they're just trying to get back in sync. You want to play a good brand of basketball.
Consistency definitely is a key to some of the playoff performing teams, and tonight they just did not find it in this contest.
Campazzo. Mavericks with the rebound.
Nobody even close to him, and he can't believe he doesn't knock it down.
Yep, it counts.
The defense tried, but Doncic gets through. Luka able to put a smooth release on the shot despite the contact.
Pass to Jokic. Fires the three. The shot misses. Richardson outside. Pass to Kleba. The feed to Hardaway. And here's Doncic from the arc. That one doesn't go. So it's the Nuggets winning this one easily. A confident win in one. Up next, the Nuggets taking on the Clippers. For the Nuggets, it's the NBA Live on 2K Sports on this Tuesday. Looking now at the lineups for both teams tonight. Some names out of action.
And some uncertainty arises when both teams are missing players. Who is better able to weather the storm and take care of business?
Now let's take a look at the Nuggets opening lineup. Aaron Gordon out there with Porter. And it's Nikola Jokic. Then there's Austin Rivers. And for Los Angeles, they've got Paul George. Marcus Morris is out there with Kawhi Leonard. Then there's Jackson. And it's Zubats in at the 5 down low. And so the Denver Nuggets get the first points on the ballgame. Outside, George. And it's sent back by Jokic.
You know, this is what we've seen Jokic do every night. I mean, he puts himself in position to make an impact on the game.
Greg, in terms of personnel, not exactly the matchups we were expecting to see tonight.
You know, get with all the injuries and some guys now having to step into unfamiliar roles. In some ways, that makes tonight all the more intriguing to see which guys are going to step up and deliver.
Oh, smooth.
Guys, very good job getting himself in close enough that he could just tip it back in.
Well said. Those kind of plays in the offensive glass can tell the story sometimes, can't they?
Yes, they can. They can't allow him to beat them to too many more of those.
That one falls.
How about 3 or 4 from the floor to start?
That's always a good sign.
For Los Angeles, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. And George, here we go. And George with the stuff.
Look at how high George gets off these drives to the hoop. Banging it down with the violence of a madman.
Now, here's Jokic. The Nuggets moving the ball around. Offensive rebound. Gordon. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
And getting after it on the offensive glass and adding to that early total with the putback.
How about early attack mode? I love the approach he's coming to this game with. Really strong.
Picked him clean. And the Nuggets pushing it up now. And a wide open look for Porter. Kept alive.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Yeah, shots falling. Off to a very good start offensively as a result.
Outside Leonard. If you're just tuning in, we played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's going to be on Jokic.
And the soft-spoken Leonard is now an elite talent in this league, an athletic forward who leads by example.
DeMarcus Cousins is checked in for Los Angeles. Hondo comes in for Reggie Jackson.
Just solid. Really one of the very best there is at the free throw line.
Harrison passes to Millsap. From 20 feet out. Misses off the right angle.
The defense made an impact right there. Definitely got him uncomfortable going up with it.
And he makes that one. George has got his second bucket of the game to go.
Well, I tell you, George is an amazing athlete. He's got great speed, and when he's in the open court running the break, that's a scary look for the defense.
Here's Harrison. Out of bounds, the Clippers take possession. Big group substitution here for the Clippers. Nicholas Batum, he's checked in for Morris. Luke Kennard comes in for Kawhi Leonard. Patrick Beverly, he's checked in for George. And Reggie Jackson subbed in for Rajon Rondo. Green, he's checked in for Denver. Now here's Jackson. He nails it, and we're tied up.
The quickness of Reggie Jackson, terrific. Superb at slicing apart the defense with his drives to the rack.
For Denver, they've gone 5 of 9 from the field here in the first. And there's the foul. It's on Nicholas Batum. That is his first foul of the game. And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Here's Gordon. No good. Shot missing. And it's the Clippers taking it the other way. Millsap with the steal. Gordon goes in. That's good. And it's Millsap with the assist. Gordon's got 8 points. And so it's Jackson who brings it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. Trailing by 2. Paul Millsap with the rebound. For Denver, they've gotten 6 of 11 shots to go down so far. Pretty nice shooting. And it's Gordon finishing it off.
It's never easy in the NBA, folks. I mean, great job by Gordon to just dismiss the contact and still score.
Now here's Jackson. Everly with the ball. Now Green defending. Batum wide open. He fires. Hands it from downtown.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Here's Harrison. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Here's Green. Millsap trying to get open. Shots good by Green.
Really, really good at recognizing the gaps and getting the ball to the rim.
Clippers trail by 3. Pass to Beverly. We've got 22 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. It's up and it's off the mark. He's 0 for 1. Lob pass to Gordon, and it's Gordon finishing it off.
And when Gordon is launched and in the air like that, he's a mesmerizing guy to keep an eye on and just get out of the way.
And looks like the illegal kick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
Beyond the leaning, you can see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
Yeah, I agree. You know, sometimes that can be a tough call for the refs to make, but not that time. It was easy there.
And so it's Aaron Gordon making things happen for the Denver Nuggets. That quarter had to take a lot out of him. He racked up 12 points. Back right after this. And catching up with Luke Kennard before the game, he discussed what it takes for you.
This game, it's...
Greg, you know this. It takes time mentally for the game to slow down.
It's a great point. This is why most championship teams are laden with seasoned veterans. You can't rush experience. It happens at its own pace.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter of action so far. And a moment now to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from here for the Nuggets.
They pounded the ball inside in the first half, forcing the D to collapse, and that frees up the shooters going forward.
They're crashing the offensive glass hard, too. I mean, they've dropped in several second-chance baskets.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. So for the Clippers right now, Luke Kennard out there with Patrick Beverley. Then there's Batum. Then it's Ivica Zubac. And it's Man in at the 3. Here's Gordon. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
This is the problem Gordon poses for defenses, guys. I mean, very dangerous and athletic on these drives.
Hey, Greg, if you could coach one team right now, who would it be?
That's a tough one. Clippers, Lakers, Bucks. You know what? I would probably go Lakers or Bucks because you would have an opportunity to coach someone who arguably might be considered the best to ever play the game. Because I think Giannis is trending in that direction, and LeBron obviously already is.
How about a guy like Kemba Walker and coaching the Celtics, having him to do what you want to do on the floor?
He'd be brilliant, and
yeah.
Kemba, one of the most underrated leaders in our game. Great human being.
To the inside. The shot's good from McGee. McGee's got the lead up to 9 now for Denver.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
And Beverly kicks to Zubac. And off the glass. That one's good.
It all started with the pass. That's what coaches love to see, ball movement.
To the paint. And it's Gordon finishing it off.
And, over time, Gordon's offensive game has evolved. I mean, he's capable of getting it going from anywhere now.
And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. Maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
A platoon swap here for the Clippers. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Here's Jokic, and Jokic throws it down.
At his size, Jokic a threat to throw it down, showing you how dominant he can be inside.
And drafted with the 41st pick back in 2014. How about this? Jokic, the definition of a sleeper pick. He was actually asleep when the Nuggets drafted him.
The story goes on that his brother called him up trying to congratulate him, and Nico hung up in his face. How about that? Didn't hear the news until the next morning. He certainly has a different way of going about things, but there's no denying he's got a lot of game, and it's fun to watch.
What strength from Leonard there, not allowing the defense to get the best of him.
Harrison scanning the floor. On the wing, Porter. Pass to Jokic. And it's Leonard with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Clippers. 7-point differential. And there's the call on Austin Rivers. That's his first foul. And the Nuggets making a change here. Millsap's checked in. Leonard dishes to Jackson. Outside, George. Denver leading by 7. Millsap kicks to Green. Porter against Jackson. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg? I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Rajon Rondo is checked in for Jackson and finished off by Porter.
Well, when you've got Porter's length, this is what you can do. It makes it easy to get to the rim for the throwdown.
And George.
Are you kidding me? And you know what? For me, these dunks show exactly how great an athlete George is. I mean, sometimes you're surprised that the basket doesn't come down with the force he punches it with.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Millsap kicks to Rivers. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. And here comes Leonard leading the fast break. Porter with a block.
And, you know, as he learns the game at this level, he's going to block more shots. Porter has the length and the ability to move his feet.
All right, David, thank you. And stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the
2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. I'm Ernie Jones. What a start it was for Aaron Gordon. He had 16 points and that'll do.
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. A fantastic game from Aaron Gordon in this one.
Yeah, pretty much all throughout that first half. And he was taking care of his business on the low blocks and getting more than his fair share of dunks.
Guys, he's been in beast mode down low, asserting his will. The defense has been helpless, unable to slow him down.
So on the floor for Denver, Aaron Gordon out there with Jokic. Then it's Porter. Then it's Rivers.
Yes, and how about the unselfishness? Paul George has no problem sharing the ball.
Campazzo, defended by Beverly. Campazzo. It's rebounded by Leonard. Clippers trail by 5. George passes to Leonard. He's off on that one. Good defense by Jokic. And the Nuggets pushing it up now. Porter's running. Jokic trying to free himself up. And that one's good by Porter. And the Nuggets lead by 7.
Well, you know, Porter can expect this. Defenses are going to try to be physical with him, try to get in his head.
And George kicks to Morris. Porter against Leonard. And he uses the glass on the layup. Leonard's got 8 points.
And he's got the athleticism and strength to be a powerful presence inside. Leonard never afraid to get in and mix it up down low.
And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul. Shot misses. He'll be shooting 2. Greg, you've always said to have a winning team, you need franchise players. Talk about the specific qualities you look for in those superstars that can catapult a team to greatness.
It's a great question, Kevin. Talent really isn't enough. You know, whether you lead vocally or by example, the agenda has to be winning, and your best players really define who your team is going to be. So the franchise caliber player is a much-needed asset.
And folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Pass to Jokic, and he commits the intentional foul. And the Clippers making a switch here. Cousins is checked in. And it's the Nuggets with the ball. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. And he banks in the layup. And the Nuggets lead by 5. And it's Jackson with the ball, bringing it up for the Clippers. Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. There's the pass to Kennard. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Elbow shot is on the way. Rebound by the Nuggets.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Yeah, still close, but with their tough play on the boards, we're certainly seeing the effort.
Great teamwork punctuated by a strong finish.
That is the perfect fast break, guys. Getting a hoop before the defense can get set.
For the Nuggets, Millsap comes in for JaVale McGee. And it's Green and for Nikola Jokic. George is checked in for Kennard. Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. Now, here is George. Tight defense on him. Banked in off the glass. George has got 8.
Yeah, excellent determination there from George. This wasn't going to be denied. Fighting off the physical contact and nailing the shot over good defense.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
Yeah, I agree. You know, sometimes that can be a tough call for the refs to make, but not that time. It was easy there.
1:39 left in the third. The 10-footer. Pass to Man. Here's Batum. Clock at 6. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. 1:14 left to play in the third. Campazzo, guarded by Jackson. For 3, Millsap. That shot misses. And the Clippers will come the other way. They swipe it. Campazzo lays it up and banks it in. He's got 6. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for the Nuggets.
Their high-energy defensive effort has paid off for them, guys, with more than a few steals over the course of the ballgame.
And the other thing they've done since the beginning of this game is score points off turnovers and in bunches.
Green, and Green slams it in.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. Campazzo, guarded by Jackson. Some solid defense there from Jackson.
And this will be the last possession of the quarter if they're patient.
Yeah, they've got to hold for the last shot here.
Campazzo, no good with the layup. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. Nuggets lead by 5. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
For me, next to the big-time alley-oops and monster throwdowns, passes like that are probably the next best thing when it comes to sweet-looking NBA highlights.
3/10 quarters behind us. 1 more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the 4th. They've got Batum. Patrick Beverley out there with Luke Kennard. Then it's Ivica Zubac. And it's Man in at the 3, the small forward. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Stolen away.
not the stingy defense there to deny that pass.
Clippers trail by 5.
Marcus Morris.
Beverly with the ball.
Paul George.
Passes it to Zubats. Picked away. And Zubats picks up the foul. That's his first foul. DeMarcus Cousins, he's checked in for the Clippers. The Nuggets leading by 5.
DeMarcus Cousins.
Campazzo, defended by Beverly. And we've played through about a minute here in the fourth. And it's out of bounds. The Nuggets able to retain possession here. Here's Rivers. Down low, Paul George with the steal. That one's not going to go. Nice D from Porter. Denver shooting an outstanding 53% for the game. Up again, controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And the Nuggets lead by 7.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
And it's really hard to knock George off his balance. He's just so long and strong. Nice take there.
Millsap has the open look. Sinks the three-pointer. Millsap's got 5 points now in the quarter.
It's been like this all night for both teams. The offenses having their way.
Any lull in the action so far has been short-lived because there have been nothing but buckets in this one.
Outside for George. Shot clock at 6. And now Porter pushing it up. No one back to stop him. Count it. Good. Porter's got the lead up to 10 now for the Nuggets.
A high-level athlete with great run and jump ability. Porter finishes well in transition.
Stolen by Rivers. All alone. And then Rivers with the dunk.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play. Then the emphatic stuff.
Well, turning defense to offense, we talk about it all the time. Try to hit your opponent at the other end before they can set up the defense.
So, for the Clippers, Marcus Morris comes in for DeMarcus Cousins. Rajon Rondo subbed in for Patrick Beverly. On the wing, George. He's guarded by Rivers. Jokic with the steal. And here's the fast break. Porter leading the way. And Jokic gets it to go. The assist from Porter.
Boy, good vision that time from Michael Porter Jr. Saw the wide open teammate and then got the pass to him right on time.
Los Angeles calls timeout.
A self-described country boy from the town of Sombor, Serbia. Jokic grew up racing horses, no less.
Boy, those are some nice factoids, Greg. Well done. From stable boy and jockey, but as he grew, basketball made the most sense. And to this day, he still loves horses and actually still has a few back in Serbia.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Kevin, during the last break, I heard Tyronn Lue talking with his team, and he was emphatic. He said, we are not going to win this game playing this way, fellas. You've got to step it up. You've got to get aggressive, and you've got to battle to get back in this thing. See if that pep talk got him going, guys.
Thank you, David. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
Opponents are physical with Kawhi just about every game, but as forceful a player as he is, he just doesn't seem to mind one bit.
Leonard hits them both. Look at the clock, a little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth. Campazzo, he's covered by Rondo. Pass to Jokic. Fires for 3. It's hauled in by Zubats. Clippers trail by 10. Throws up and finished off by Leonard.
And the fact that Leonard can pour it in like tonight, in addition to his defense, is really why he's one of the best two-way players we've ever seen.
Campazzo, he's covered by Rondo. Jokic inside. Working on Zubac. And good that time.
And at this point, just sort of running through the paces as it appears it'll be a nice win here for Denver.
What an effort in the transition game we've seen tonight from these guys. Really pushed the ball, and I think in doing so created a lot of pressure on the defense.
Definitely had a huge edge, and this is their DNA. When they run the ball and dictate the flow of the offense like we've seen here, these are the kinds of games they can have.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Aaron Gordon.
Tell you what, this guy worked his behind off on both ends of the floor. He was really an intimidating presence out there.
Denver with a platoon swap here on the floor. 30 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And Kennard wide open. He shoots. Drills it from outside.
That's the kind of D that you're not going to find success with, guys. They've got to get a hand in the face.
And it's Rajon Rondo with the foul. That's his first foul. Here's John Shaw. 16 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Now the pass to Najee. He dishes it to Morris. Clock at 4. For the 3. It's not going to go for him. Misses.
And you watch Ball on the defensive end. Boy, he's got a lot.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll wrap. Interesting matchups tonight. Stick around. We'll be right back with more. Get ready, everyone, for Tuesday afternoon NBA. DA, it's on.
Well, guys,
You've certainly come a long way, DA. Thanks. Both teams tonight dealing with some injuries. Here's a look at who's out for the evening.
They say misery loves company, and both teams now suffering with injuries. But in the end, it balances out.
Now let's take a look at the Nuggets opening lineup. Michael Porter's out there with Aaron Gordon, and it's Nikola Jokic. Then there's Austin Rivers. And for the Trailblazers, the high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Robert Covington out there with Powell, and it's Nurkic in at the 5, roaming the paint. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
Hard to believe Lillard missed out on a couple of all-star selections. I mean, the seasons where he averaged over 25 points a game. Oh, not many players with a more steady hand at the free throw line than this fella.
And Lillard is going to pick up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
A foul right off the bat. You hate to pick up your first one so quick.
And it's out of bounds. The Nuggets able to retain possession here.
And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
And you can tell he feels he should have had it still. The hustle was impressive.
Covington with the steal. Kicks it out to Lillard. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
D has got to do a better job clogging up routes to the rim. Lillard is a terror when it comes to driving inside.
Campazzo, Rivers in the corner. Pass to Gordon. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Yeah, very little resistance. I mean, you had to bring much faster help than that.
Here's Lillard. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, that's because he's getting his number called early. I mean, he's doing his part to help carry the offensive load.
And Covington sends it back. Powell finds Covington. Good ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Lillard misses.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
You're exactly right. I mean, that's the kind of shot you're trying to work for at the offensive end.
The sneaky athleticism of Jokic, reminding everyone that he's capable of hammering it down on those alley-oops.
And the basket by McCollum.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
The Nuggets have gone 2 of 3 here to start up the game. Campazzo, covered by Lillard. Kicks it out to Gordon. Inside. Jokic inside. He's guarded by Nurkic. And Jokic gets it to go.
3 for 4 from the field to start the game. They'll take that.
And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. McCollum passes to Nurkic. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum. Greg, we have a league of many great playmakers, don't we?
Oh, there's no doubt about it. LeBron James is obvious. You know, he played point guard technically for the first time last season, but he's always been a floor general. You look at a young man like Ja Morant, and he's been on the attack since day one when he hit the league. And there's so many more of those guys that are having an impact, understanding the value of that lead guard position. It is fun to watch.
It is so fun to watch. I agree. And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
The Nuggets trail by 7. Pass to Jokic. Great D that time from Nurkic. Portland leading by 7. And we have an intentional foul there, G.A. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Here's what Portland's going with right now. Enes Kanter's checked in for Nurkic. Anthony comes in for Robert Covington. And it's Simons in for Damian Lillard. And that one is good. Gordon's got his second basket.
An extremely well-conditioned athlete. Gordon is an effective option on fast breaks.
Here's Simons, stolen. And now, here comes Gordon leading the break, and so they choose to intentionally foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Jones checked in for Powell. And Denver with a change here, too. JaMychal Green, he's checked in for Nikola Jokic. And so it's McCollum. He'll bring it up for the Portland Trailblazers. 3-point lead. 32 seconds left to play in the first. He kicks to Kanter. Just 4 to shoot. Shoots it. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Now, that's a staple of Kanter's game. This guy has a knack for knowing how to come up with offensive boards.
Here's Harrison, and it is flushed down with a nice jam.
And he gives that rim a good tug on the way down.
That's how you drive your point home right there. And a wide open look for McCollum, and he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. It's the Trailblazers up by 3. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And taking a look at the Trailblazers' performance, what do you think they're doing or not doing?
Just cashing in on second chance opportunities. That's how they built this early lead.
Well, it's part of their strategy coming in, no doubt. And there may not be that much their opponent can do about it.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. On the court for the Trailblazers, Anthony out there with Jones. Then there's C.J. McCollum. Then it's Enes Kanter. And it's Simons in at the 1 spot. They kick it out to Green. Passes it to Rivers. And it's Portland with the rebound.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Denver making a switch here. McGee's checked in. Now McCollum. And around a minute gone here in the second quarter. And the layup's good off the glass. McCollum's got the lead up to 7 now for the Trailblazers. McCollum's gone 2 of 4 from the field.
Well, Melo made his way back into the league last season. He was immediately a heavy minutes player for the Blazers. Looked good as a third scoring option for the team.
A nice shot by Rivers.
These buckets help Rivers get going. The defense can't allow him to get comfortable from there.
To the middle, stolen by McGee. And now here's Rivers, the fast break opportunity. And Jones sends it back. Fast break, here come the Trailblazers. McCollum with the ball, stolen by Rivers. Millsap against McCollum. That one's in there. The Trailblazer lead is cut down now to just 3 in the basket for Millsap.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint. And with Melo not having to bear so much of the scoring load, I think it was good for him.
Yeah, especially since he took about a year off from playing. Melo had to take a long look in the mirror about how he can help teams win during his absence. But he clearly has something left to offer.
Catching up on the changes for Portland. Nurkic checked in for Enes Kanter. Robert Covington comes in for Jones. And Lillard subbed in for Anthony Simons.
Even though he's undersized, McCollum is just a tenacious scorer. He's a confident shooter that can catch fire quickly.
And there's the pass to McGee. Nurkic with the steal. Anthony finds Lillard, fires the 3. Porter pulls it in. The Nuggets trail by 6. Millsap with it. Now Anthony defending. And the foul on Carmelo Anthony. That is his first foul of the game. The Trailblazers making a switch here. Powell's checked in. Jokic, he's checked in for the Nuggets. And Lillard is going to pick up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game.
I appreciate the aggression, but that's already his second foul. He's got to play it a little safer.
Here's Jokic, and Jokic throws it down.
Oh boy, to be young again.
Makes you nostalgic, doesn't it? Here's Powell. There's the feed to Nurkic. Outside, Covington. Shot clock at 5. To the paint. Jokic with the steal. And now the Nuggets. Fast break. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part. Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. Gordon's checked in for Shaquille Harrison. And there's a minute 45 left to play here in the half. Lillard fires away from way outside. Covington kicks to Nurkic to the inside. Anthony. And it's Anthony with the jam.
Realizing when the defenders have overcommitted, like how Nurkic looks to hit the open man.
Campazzo. And it's sent back by Lillard. And now Portland on the break. Here's Powell and the dunk by Powell.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
Man, how about them not settling? I mean, instead of being lazy with the shot selection, they go right to the rim.
Lays it up off the glass.
Now, how about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket?
Portland shooting their 4th and 5th shots at the foul line in the game.
And when you look at their numbers from a season ago, 80% as a unit, that's something you'll be happy with.
Derek Jones, he's checked in for the Trailblazers. And a switcher also for Denver. Green's checked in. The Nuggets trail by 6. Campazzo covered by Lillard. Chalk up 2 there.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
And here's Lillard. He brings it up for the Portland Trail Blazers. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Lillard's got 12.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of it.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Campazzo. And it's Portland with the rebound.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
Covington finds Powell. The layup off target. 1 second left. He can't get that one to fall. That'll do it for the first half. Trailblazers. Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody, good to see you. Damian Lillard has been having a big night. He had 12 points and 1 block. And a little redemption for him tonight in their preview. Thanks for joining us, folks. We're now just a few minutes away from the start of the...
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. You have to like what we've seen so far from Damian Lillard.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
This game has his fingerprints all over it. Now looking to replicate what he did in the first half.
So on the floor for Denver, Jokic is out there with Aaron Gordon. Then it's Michael Porter. And it's Rivers. 3-pointer, Lillard. It's hauled in by Jokic. The Nuggets trail by 6, and they're moving it up. Greg, you really began to emerge and got on the national scene at UNLV, but you started your college career at Portland, where you were actually named the Conference Freshman of the Year.
Yeah, how about I actually averaged more points in Portland than in any season I played at Vegas. Totally different roles, but Portland's always going to have a sweet spot in my heart. My first child was born in the great city of Portland.
McCullough, he's a threat in transition. He excels at leaking out, and then he knows where to run in the open floor.
Campazzo. That one drops for him. He has 6.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
You'd like to see a little more energy coming out of halftime with the defensive end.
Kicks it out to McCollum. The offensive rebound.
A really good rebound in traffic. That's what the big fella's there for.
And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Here's what Portland's going with right now. Enes Kanter's checked in for Nurkic. And it's Simons in for Damian Lillard. Good on that shot, and with that, the Trailblazer lead is cut down now to just 5 on the basket from Jokic. Third quarter of play with just over a minute and a half gone by. McCollum up top. He's guarded by Rivers. Another shot. Kicks it out to McCollum. A 3-ball. That shot is off. And it's Denver the other way.
He's forcing things a little bit in this quarter, settling for shots that he'd be better off passing up.
Simons surveying the D. Unloads from 9. Good as the jump shot falls. Powell's got his second basket of the game.
His offensive skill set is off the charts. He has more than a few ways to punish you.
That one's in there, and the Portland lead is cut to just 5 points on the basket from Harrison.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
Now, you know, Anthony's getting more floor time last season. He worked his way into the Blazers' rotation. Still young, though. It seems like he can carve a rollout on this team.
Pass to Simons. Jokic kicks to Porter. And the shot goes down.
And Simon's a bit undersized at that two-guard position. Only 6'3", but a natural 2 with playmaking ability.
Ultimately, this team wants him to be a scoring threat off the bench. I mean, have him come in firing from outside. He's got a lot of work to get to that point.
Here's Powell. Moves back up. Kicks it out to McCollum. Out of bounds. Denver takes possession.
A flat-out loss of concentration. That kind of turnover will drive a coach crazy.
A different look now for Portland. Carmelo Anthony comes in for Robert Covington. And it's Little in for Norman Powell. JaVale McGee's checked in for Denver. Porter passes to Millsap. Fast break. Here come the Trailblazers. McCollum gets the ball. He clangs that one off the back iron and down it falls. Anthony's got 6.
And Melo's jumper is pure. You feel like it's going in every time he gets a clean look at the rim.
He muscles it in through the contact, and they call the foul. He's on his way to the free throw line.
Oh, they own the interior right now. 10 straight points coming from inside.
Denver shooting their first free throw of the contest.
Yeah, a year ago, though, Kevin, 78% conversion rate from the free throw line. So that's a nice all-around effort.
And Rivers works hard when he's in the game. That's what you love about him. He's at his best when he's shooting the ball with confidence.
And here's McCollum for 3. Green with the rebound.
He's got to be disappointed with his performance, but it'll be easier to swallow if they keep the lead.
Stolen by McCollum. Down low. Trailblazers moving the ball around. And it's Simons missing. And so Green will bring it up for Denver. A 2-point game. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
And he makes the first, but misses the second. 2-for-1 chance here.
Let's see if they use the clock to their advantage.
Little, and it's Little. Finish. And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Oh, he's a great presence to have near the bucket. Kent is going to go after every rebound. And when he gets his hands on that, that's what happens.
Outside Anthony. Over Gordon. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. And that's going to do it for the third quarter. Portland out in front, leading by 5. From Portland, we're back in a moment. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Yeah, he put it on a platter, and it was served cold. Now, I love the poise, the decisiveness. This is how you run an offense.
We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. Pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Anthony is out there with Nurkic, and it's Jones in at the 3 spot. That's the group on the floor for Portland. Just 5 to shoot. Lillard with it. He's picked up by Millsap. And the foul called on Paul Millsap. That's his first foul. Nurkic against Millsap. 6 on the shot clock. And Damian Lillard with the bucket on the assist by Nurkic.
Lillard is as tough as there is to contain in the pick and roll. He does a nice job of using the screen to get a little bit of separation.
Campazzo laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Coach trusts him to make winning plays down the stretch. I mean, because he's shown that ability time and time and time again.
Anthony right side. With the putback. There's Nurkic putting it right back in. And the Trailblazers lead by 7.
And good luck trying to keep Nurkic off the glass. I mean, using his brute strength well on the offensive boards.
Campazzo, covered by Lillard, makes it off the glass.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
Just about 1.5 minutes gone by here in the fourth. Norman Powell's checked in for McCollum. The Nuggets also changing it up. Jokic comes in for Paul Millsap. And Porter subbed in for JaMychal Green. Anthony kicks to Jones. Rivers trying to get open. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers.
And really, they've rebounded well all game long.
Porter passes to Jokic. Anthony with the block. And it's the Trailblazers on the break. Powell finds Lillard. That one goes in.
But Lillard is always going to be aggressive on offense as he looks to catch the defense off guard.
Campazzo, he's guarded by Nurkic. The dish to Porter. Here's Jokic. Second chance shot. That one doesn't drop. Great D that time from Nurkic. Anthony, the pass to Nurkic. There's the triple. The shot missing. And the Nuggets going the other way. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Here's Jokic. He scores his 6th bucket from the floor with that one. He's shot the ball 11 times.
Huge. Jokic comes through just fearless. What an option.
Lillard outside. And Lillard throws it down.
Taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
No, but his teammates love that kind of energy, fellas. I mean, dunks like this demonstrate leadership.
And here we go with Anthony running it up the court in the dunk by Powell.
Oh, such a beautiful pass to set that one up.
Yeah, the pass might have been pretty, but the finish was angry. It's stolen by Jones. Launches it. And that's good. Norman Powell for 3. And now it's a 12-point Trailblazer lead. Campazzo. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. And he knocks down the first one. Robert Covington's checked in for Portland. McCollum comes in for Derek Jones. Good on both. 1:14 left in the game. McCollum with the ball. Lillard the pass to Nurkic. Kicks it out to Lillard. He feeds it to Covington. Jokic with the steal. And the Nuggets pushing it up now. Rivers has got the ball. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Lillard left side. Foul for 3. Rebound by the Nuggets. Here we go, one-on-one. Pass to Gordon. 27 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Near the three-point line, it's McCollum. And it's good off the back rim and in. And the Trailblazers lead by 10. It's Rivers on the wing. Jacks up a 3. Jokic on the follow.
Such a savvy player. Love watching Jokic battle for positioning on the offensive glass.
Lillard fires away from way outside. It counts.
Saw the opportunity to put this away. And
David, thank you as always. And that about wraps it up. it's Nikola Jokic. And it's Rivers. And for the Mavericks, Kleba is the 4 with Porzingis in the middle. Luka Doncic out there with Richardson. And it's Finney-Smith in at the 3 spot. Here's Gordon. Second shot opportunity. And Jokic lays it up and in.
Such a savvy player. Love watching Jokic battle for positioning on the offensive glass.
Out to Porzingis. Here's Doncic. That one wide left. And it's Gordon with the ball. He brings it up for the Denver Nuggets. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
You've got to stay between Aaron Gordon and the basket, particularly in transition. If you don't, you're toast.
Here's Doncic, and it's sent back by Jokic. And the Nuggets pushing it up now, and it's Gordon with the finish.
Well, easy to see why Aaron Gordon has been in multiple dunk contests. The arsenal, the creativity, limitless.
Here's Doncic, and Doncic throws it down.
I'll bet even they didn't think the pick would work that well.
No. And they get the major league dunk out of it, too.
And my question is, where was the help? Someone rotate over and challenge.
And Jokic wide open. He shoots. And Aaron Gordon gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game.
And he drew that call by establishing his base early and then doing a great job with the box out.
Well, just good fundamental basketball. You go hunt a body, make sure you box out. Good job.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other. 80% from the field to start, playing with a ton of confidence.
The Mavericks have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Doncic passes to... Oh, that was something else!
Don't tell me I'm just a finesse big man. KP with the highlight reel material.
Jokic on top. It's going to be a goaltending call here, so they'll count the bucket.
Man, that's a tough call for the refs to make there. I'm not sure it was on the way down, but that's how they saw it.
And the Nuggets making a change here. Harrison's checked in. No one near Doncic as he lets it fly. And the 3 off target. For Denver, they've gone 5 of 6 so far from the field to start out the game. And Jokic gets it to go. The assist by Rivers. Jokic has got 6 points.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Here's Doncic. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. I'm sure you've got a list, Greg, of players you've visited with over the years who you really enjoy spending some time with and talking to.
I mean, there's so many, Kevin. A couple guys, and there is a little bias as a point guard, but Damian Lillard and Steph Curry and Chris Paul are 3 guys that, you know, I enjoy sitting down and talking shop with. Giannis, witnessing his journey to greatness, all the while he remains humble and really appreciates his position. So several of these guys, I'm also not just an analyst partner, but a fan and a big fan of theirs.
You are a fan indeed.
How about the height and the length and the athleticism of Kristaps Porzingis? Barely has to jump to throw that down.
Here's Brunson. That drops and it comes off the assist from Hardaway.
And that's such good work to make this a one-possession game. Terrific steal to get it all started.
Passes it to Harrison. Now, here's Jokic. Brunson covering. The shot's good. That's now 8 points for Jokic.
Nice pass here to set that basket up.
1:21 left in the first quarter. Brunson kicks to Hardaway. A pass to Porzingis.
Well, Tim Hardaway Jr., a better playmaker than maybe people think. This guy very good at breaking the defense down.
Here's Harrison. Brunson covering. Jokic misses the 3. Mavericks have gone 6 of 9, shooting it well. The game now all time. Brunson's got his second bucket.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Jokic kicks to Harrison. Back to Jokic. And Jokic throws it down.
And this game already taking shape as an offensive battle.
Well, the fans love it. Coaches may not like the lack of defense, but boy, the rules promote scoring, no doubt.
And that one's good. Doncic has got 8.
I'll tell you, Luka Doncic makes tough shots look easy. Boy, that close to the bucket through that much contact, nice.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Rivers. Here's Millsap. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
Second chance points always hurt. Just not enough effort to block out.
No doubt those extra possessions can really add up against you when you do not take care of the defensive glass.
And the dunk by Porzingis.
Okay, 2 hands for safety. That's what they say, right?
That's right. He was ultra safe with that dunk, no question. With 1 on the clock, and that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. It's been all about Luka Doncic for Dallas. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. Back to the action after this word. And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Mavericks?
Attacking, drawing fouls. They won that first quarter at the line.
They have done a tremendous job of drawing contact and putting officials in a place where they simply have to make the call.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. So out there for the Nuggets right now, they've got Nikola Jokic, Aaron Gordon out there with Green, and it's Harrison in at the 2. And Marjanovic with the slam.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
Well, credit him for going for it, not settling, saying, I'm going to attack.
And that one, good.
And that's right where they wanted to go with the ball, in rhythm.
And so it's Burke who brings up the ball for Dallas. Dishes to Cauley-Stein. No one near Marjanovic as he lets it go. And the shot is good, dropping in off the front of the rim.
I mean, even he was surprised to be that open.
Campazzo, Richardson cover. Campazzo lays it up and banks it in.
Well, defensively, to me, you've got to do a better job communicating once the screen comes.
Burke looking over the floor. Stolen by Gordon. One-on-one here. Green with the ball. Hardaway picks him up. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Tim Hardaway picks one up. The Nuggets shooting their first free throws of the game. Around the free agent race last year, for your money, Greg, who would you have rather taken? Kawhi and PG, Kevin Durant and Kyrie?
Oof. Well,
wow.
I tell you what, it's a tough call. You know,
that
Kawhi's
is.
got a couple finals MVPs. KD's got a couple. Kyrie's got a ring. It's a tough call. I mean, PG is more than capable, man. I think it's a toss-up, partner.
I agree. Yeah, I'm going to agree with you. On the wing, Gordon. He's got 6. And the pass to McGee. Shot clock at 6. Boom, he jams it straight down.
And some hang time on the rim. Puts a little cherry on the top of that slam.
Well, those kind of displays of strength can get one team rolling. Richardson kicks to Marjanovic. Drops in the layup for 2. Marjanovic has got 6.
But you like that he shakes off that rocky first period and knocks down a shot. Nice.
Campazzo tips it back in. And the Nuggets lead by 4.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Mavericks have gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter. Now here's Burke, guarded closely. Pass to Marjanovic. Good on the shot. 8 points for him. 1:58 left now here in the second. Pass to Green. On the wing, Gordon. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. It's going to go on Willie Cauley-Stein.
Well, Aaron Gordon welcomes the opportunity to be fouled. You cannot be careless with your defense.
And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Mavericks.
And they're really getting more points at the free throw line here in the second quarter.
Pass to Porzingis. Back to Doncic. Good work defensively by Millsap.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
And now the fast break. Doncic with the ball. 2 points. That one goes.
Well, Doncic, terrific floor vision in the open floor. He also understands how to be the guy to finish.
This is his first free throw of the game. A free throw drops for Rivers. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. Mavericks trail by 4. Doncic looking it over. Kicks it to Powell. The pass to Finney-Smith. Powell inside. Millsap covering. Lays it up off the glass. Powell's got his first basket.
See, Porzingis should score the basketball, but he also recognizes when his teammates have a clean look. I love that unselfishness.
Here's Rivers. Millsap trying to get open. No good with the layup. For Dallas, they've gone 6 of 9 in the second quarter. Some good work from the field. Finney-Smith passes to Porzingis, and it's blocked by Gordon.
Boy, the vertical that Aaron Gordon has helps him on the defensive end. Twice on the pipes with that block.
Now the Mavericks moving it up. Porzingis with the ball. Now guarded by Porter.
Moving it around. 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
The Nuggets have gone 4 of 6 from the field here in the second. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Here's Rivers. And there it is for him. And the Nuggets lead by 2.
Well, you love to see Austin Rivers attack. This guy has the frame and the game to make the dribble drive.
Here's Doncic. And the refs are going to rule that unnecessary contact. It's a flagrant 1 foul.
And, Kevin, that's a pretty dangerous play right there. I mean, I don't like to see a player put an opponent in harm's way as much as you just saw him do there. Glad they pinned a flagrant on him.
Yeah, you're right, Greg. The officials were all over it. They weren't going to let him off the hook that time.
And I think for Luka Doncic, one thing he showed right away is he was prepared to be an NBA player. And the fact of the matter is he could be an all-star for a long time moving forward.
And that'll do it for the first half.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back. Luka Doncic had a huge first quarter. He had 12 points, win or lose. And that...
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. You know, Luka Doncic has been exceptional here, guys.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
And one would expect that the defense made some adjustments at halftime, but he has the ability to answer right back.
J.J. Redick is out there with Luka Doncic. Then there's Marjanovic. Then there's Maxi Kleber. And it's Hardaway in at the 3 slot. So that's who Rick Carlisle starts the second half with. It's Rivers on the wing. Here's Jokic. Shooting foul. And here we go with the coach's challenge. A surprise in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay, You really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Boy, a really soft touch on display. It is a luxury to have a big man who can hit from the line at a consistent rate.
Porzingis finds Marjanovic. Porzingis passes to Marjanovic. Can't hit that one. And the Nuggets going the other way. 3-on-3. Here's Porter. Arm's length from the hoop. He knocks it down. And the Nuggets lead by 2.
Well, the coaching staff loves seeing this kind of playmaking from Austin Rivers, the willingness to share the basketball.
Here's Doncic. That one falls. Doncic has got 16 points.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
And we're just about a minute and a half into the third quarter of basketball. Jokic, no good. Green is checked in for Denver. Shaquille Harris comes in for Austin Rivers. The Mavericks have gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. Now, Doncic. He's got 16. Pass to Marjanovic. Some nice passing here by Dallas. 4 on the clock. A different look for Dallas. Willie Cauley-Stein, he's checked in for Marjanovic. Dorian Finney-Smith comes in for Tim Hardaway Jr. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Luka Doncic. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Reddick's got the lead up to 2 now for Dallas.
Boy, everyone is getting to their spots and then capitalizing. 3 for 4 in the quarter. Beautiful.
Nuggets shooting 70% from the floor. Truly incredible work from this offense tonight. And Green now, top of the key. Takes a 3. The shot comes out, so the Mavericks will take it the other way. A guy who just continues to earn more minutes. Finney-Smith is tough, and Greg, he is effective.
He seems to become a better rebounder every year. More efficient. He'll take charges, commits hard fouls. And I don't think we've seen his ceiling. Finney-Smith is a guy you can win with.
Guys, we're not through 3 quarters of play, but 6 lead changes already in this one.
Yeah, competitive, and I think we all can agree that we thought this would be the type of game that would come down to the end.
Jokic against Porzingis. Lob pass to Porzingis. Hammers the alley-oop through.
Just leave it at the rim and let the big man do the rest. KP with the nice finish.
Campazzo. Brunson covering. Here's Jokic. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. Jokic has got 14 points.
Well, this guy flat out carrying the load for them offensively. He is taking and making good shots. What a terrific job.
Outside, Reddick. Finney-Smith passes to Cauley-Stein. And he uses the glass on the layup. And the Mavericks lead by 1.
Their interior has been inferior defensively. It has got to tighten up.
Campazzo. Jokic trying to free himself up. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's going to go on Willie Cauley-Stein. For Denver, they have been at their finest 4 at the free throw line tonight. 8 attempts, 8 makes. And the Mavericks will go for a different look here. Dwight Powell's checked in for Porzingis. Maxi Kleber comes in for Cauley-Stein. Josh Richardson's checked in for J.J. Redick. And it's Burke in for Jalen Brunson. Big group substitution here for Denver. JaVale McGee's checked in for Jokic. Millsap comes in for JaMychal Green. Gordon's checked in for Michael Porter. And it's Rivers in for Shaquille Harrison. Burke grabs the miss. We'll see if they want to trade 2 for 1 here.
Got to time up that clock to do so.
How? McGee with the block. And they're able to recover. Kleber with the bucket. And here are the Nuggets now. They trail by 3. Rivers in the corner. To the paint. Picked off in midair. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Finney-Smith. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. Finney-Smith's got his first points in this one.
I always like to hold for the last shot right here.
Well, that's great execution if you can do that, because it takes any chance at momentum away from your opponent.
The Nuggets with another miss. Oh, and there's the alley-oop.
How about the ups of Dwight Powell? He's making these lobs look easy.
And so it's the Dallas Mavericks bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
We call that putting it right in the pocket, and he knew what to do with it once it was there.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store for us. So on the floor for Denver, Millsap and Jokic, the big men. Then there's Gordon. Then there's Austin Rivers.
You know, 2 things happen there. Excellent coverage on the shot, and then finish the possession securing the boards.
Doncic with it.
I'm sure he's kicking himself. He hates to blow that kind of opportunity.
An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg? I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Catching up on the changes for Dallas. Porzingis is coming in for Maxi Kleber. Marjanovic subbed in for Dorian Finney-Smith. Doncic outside. Basket made. That gives him 7 field goals in 13 tries.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
And the basket is good.
And guys, all about hard work from this point on. They've worked hard to create that high-quality shot and then able to knock it down.
Doncic dishes to Hardaway. And Doncic throws it down.
Luka Doncic is in distinguished company because his game is so far advanced for his age.
Pass to Jokic. In it goes for the 8th time in 10 tries.
And you better hammer Jokic to get him off on his shot. The Serbian is a solid 7-footer and laser focused.
Doncic outside. He dishes it to Hardaway. Some nice passing here by Dallas. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. Maxi Kleber, he's checked in for Marjanovic. Michael Porter, he's checked in for Denver. Campazzo, guarded by Doncic. It's rebounded by Porzingis. Mavericks leading by 5. There's the lob to the hoop. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
Cauley-Stein, he's checked in for Maxi Kleber. Campazzo. Cauley-Stein with the defensive effort. For Dallas, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the 4th quarter started. Porzingis kicks to Cauley-Stein. Doncic passes to Porzingis. Cauley-Stein dishes to Richardson. Back to Doncic. 5 on the clock. And it's good for 2. Doncic has got 6 points in the quarter.
Boy, what body control from the Slovenian forward. Doncic comfortable taking on all challengers.
Campazzo. The Mavericks pull it in. Doncic has got his 4th rebound in this one. .143 left here in the 4th quarter. Stein finds Richardson. And here's Doncic from the arc.
And even without that three-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
A putback. It's good on the putback.
And, folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Doncic with it. Now defended by Jokic.
Well, Luka can get himself into the paint with consistency, and boy, does he make that a high percentage finish.
Outside Porter. No good with the triple. The Mavericks have gotten 4 of their 6 shots to fall so far here in the fourth. A pretty nice efficiency there. The three for Doncic. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow. And now a 10-point Maverick lead. Campazzo, guarded by Doncic. Jokic against Porzingis. Misses from short range. They're this close to putting it away.
Yeah, they don't need to do anything special. Just take time off the clock.
Doncic, no good.
Disappointing day for him. Let's see if they go down with a fight.
Well, they definitely have some things to work out, and you'd love to see them finish this game the right way.
So we see the Mavericks taking the win here. All right, David, thank you. And that's going to do it tonight, folks.
Well,